Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of All Things Hot. Tonight, I have a special guest with me, joining the Pepper Krewe with Jonathan. We have the head coach of our travel baseball team, Jacob. He's going to be joining us tonight. Football, man. We've been in trouble with football, man. With our skinny kids and stuff like that on our team.
Yeah, we'll be out of luck on that.
Yeah. So
I'd probably be good as a halfback.
we have managed to get the full lineup of the season 13 Hot Ones sauces, and so we figure we're going to give that a try tonight. The only difference between that is instead of the bomb Beyond Insanity, we're doing the bomb Evolution. So it's made with all natural ingredients. So we're going to start with the classic sauce tonight. Now I haven't actually tried this one yet. This is classic hot sauce, garlic Fresno edition. And it comes in at 1700 Scoville, so it's about on level with a
Tabasco sauce?
more like a Crystals, something along that line. Tabasco is around 5,000, 4,000, 5,000. So. Go ahead. So Jacob, growing up, what about baseball developed your passion for the game?
I guess really just the understanding of the game, being around it, playing, just really understanding what gears clicked with what. I mean, just a total in depth of baseball. My papa played pro baseball. My dad played pro baseball. So it's kind of genetic, really. You know, if I didn't, you were kind of, looked upon. But, I grew up playing baseball. Really just the whole aspect of the game. The team really is what makes baseball, fun. Whether you're a AAA team in our aspect, travel ball, or you're a AA, it really doesn't matter as long as the team's there. If those 12 people click, then it really makes everything worth it, as far as that goes. So.
Okay. That's awesome. Well, let's go ahead and move on. We're going to do Dawson's hot sauce. It's a shawarma sauce. So it's going to have some interesting flavors that you're going to come across. I thought that sauce was actually pretty good. Did we lose the cap for it? No, it's right there. All right. So the shawarma sauce is at 4,200 Scoville units. So this is about on level with the Tabasco.
Not that bad.
Yeah. It's a little stingy. Oh,
It's not that bad.
Might have gotten a little. Make sure you cap it whenever you get there.
Come on.
Come on, I loosened it up for you, boy.
There you go.
There we go. All right, let's go ahead. So between batting and fielding, I think every player has their favorite thing that they prefer. For you, what is that, and why?
Me, it's always been batting for me. I've always been a bigger guy. In high school, I was 6 foot tall, 250 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
If I got a hold of one, I could, it was going places. So that's always been my personal favorite. And catching, really, I've always been a catcher and a third baseman. I love fielding, but if I had to choose, it's the bat. Give me a wood bat and 95 mile an hour fastball, and we'll see where it goes from there.
Okay.
That's a really good sauce.
It is a good sauce.
That
It caught me a little off guard. You saw the hiccup
That
start.
was a really good sauce.
It is a good one. And it's really not that hot. It just caught me off guard. So the next one up, we got Shaquanda's. It's a West Indian curry hot pepper sauce. And it is comes in at 14,000 Scoville units. So we're taking a little bit more of a step up. This one comes out really easy, so if you don't want a lot, just be careful on it.
I don't do a lot, even if it's not that hot. I don't do a lot.
Just put a little dab.
Yeah.
Well, and what I've noticed is that each different kinds of pepper that these things are made with, they'll react differently. So here we go. I know Jonathan's not a huge fan of that one, but
It's good.
you just don't like the little chunks in it. It is a pulpy type sauce. So along the lines of hot sauce, I've heard that you drink hot sauce like a lot of people drink water. So I said, if you had to pick a favorite sauce that you typically use, which one is it and why?
I would say Louisiana, just because of the Cajun spice, the flavor of it. That'd probably be my go-to. Crystal is, man, that's an awesome sauce.
Yeah.
You can put that on. I put it on anything.
Yeah.
Red beans, wings. I mean, you name it. That's kind of a go-to sauce. Any over-the-counter stuff, Louisiana, Crystal, Tabasco. I mean, that's my go-to.
Yeah, I tend to prefer Crystal above those, but Louisiana would probably be my second. And I'm not trying to rob Tabasco; it's just a flavor thing. But yeah, I'll use Crystal on just about anything. It's one of my favorite go-to on the counters. So next one up is Goat Rider. We're going to take a little bit of a step up here. This one comes in at 43,500 Scoville. So we're going to go ahead. This one's going to be like almost. This one's going to be good more for like barbecue type stuff. So
Just don't
it's got a different flavor to it. This one caught me off guard because I used a little bit too much before, but I think I'm ready for it.
Easy.
See how red it is. I like it better the second time around. So as the head coach of a travel ball team, what are some of the common misconceptions about a head coaching job for travel ball?
Let's see. I guess it would kind of narrow down to the person, kind of how they are. A lot of people, if you think about travel ball, they're in it for the money, and that's 90% of people. Travel ball is a big marketing type deal. It's a business, is what it is. So that's a big misconception of it. People think that a lot of people are in it just for money. They don't really care about the kids. Sundays, we go back to playing on Sundays. Coming up in the spring this year. A lot of coaches and a lot of teams don't care if you play on those Sundays or how much money they charge or how much money they don't charge. So I guess that would be my main thing. Is just it kind of ties into the money aspect. I mean, which would really be my thing. Just my point of view.
I've definitely appreciated that about you as a coach, because I've seen the coaches that definitely are about the money side of it. A lot of your venues are definitely about the money.
Oh yeah.
And you do definitely take into account like kids' schedules and like especially around church and stuff like that. So I appreciate that about you very much. Our next one up is Los Calientes. It is Rojo. It is a hot sauce, red sauce. This one I haven't tried yet. This one just came in today as well. And this one comes in at 49,000 Scoville. So it's just a little bit hotter than the Goat Rider, not by much. So here we go. I tend to wait to finish the wings afterwards because I have to tuck it away and ask a question pretty quick.
See, I've been finishing them as we go. So.
That's okay.
I'll finish them after.
Do you?
Yeah,
Starting to feel the spice, feel the burn.
a little bit.
I smelled this beforehand. It did smell good, and it does taste good.
I would definitely use this on some food.
So we've all heard horror stories, parents, in baseball. That's not just a travel ball thing. It happens even in rec ball. How do parents make your job more difficult? And what are some things they could do to make your job easier?
Honestly, playing time. You know, that's a huge headache. You know, competition baseball. You want to keep 12 kids on the team. You know, only 9 can fill a baseball team. So the biggest questions and concerns and complaints that I have is playing time. And I mean, I understand to a certain extent, but you know, it kind of is what it is on that. But and that would be the hardest part. And you know, if we were to just kind of understand or accept the fact that, you know, maybe TJ's not playing over this, that, and other.
Right.
You know, that would make my job a lot easier. But I would say that's the biggest headache. That's the biggest complaint.
Just be happy your kids on the team.
Yeah.
And let them learn and let them grow.
It's a process.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I always say let the coaches coach, and let the parents parent. Whatever. I'm just turning this so I can reach this a little bit better, start to get a little bit out of my reach. So the next one up is heartbeat. This one comes in, it's a scorpion sauce. And I know that sounds scary, but it comes in at 66,000 Scoville.
It ain't that bad.
So we're stepping it up a little bit more. This is actually, before I tried these 2 new ones today, this one was one of my favorite. It's got a good little flavor to it.
This Calientes is definitely my favorite one.
Oh, wasted sauce, dude.
I didn't like that.
All right. Taste that scorpion pepper in there. It's got a good flavor. Still like it.
Starting to feel the heat a little bit.
Oh yeah. So, come to the question: talent versus work ethic. How much of these things play a part in the player's development? I mean, obviously we know talent will play a part.
Yeah.
How much is work ethic?
And that's the main thing. I mean, I'd much rather take a kid that has the willing to learn and the willing to do whatever I tell them to do versus someone that's naturally gifted but they really don't care. You know, hard work beats talent. You know, in the long run.
Right.
You know, that's how everybody looks at it from high school to college to the pros. You know, if you have that work ethic and that drive, you know, I don't care how talented you are. If you don't care about what you're doing, the simple stuff, you know, oh, I'm this, that, I don't have to show up to practice or whatever the case is, you know, it's hard work all day. You know,
Right, and that's something I would even share with hot sauce over here. Is you know, you can be an extremely talented person and an extremely talented player, but you know, I've watched guys that have a work ethic that have actually taken a talented player's spot because they've put the work in and they've done the work and gotten it done, and so yeah, that's something. I mean, look, talent. Yeah, when you get to that major league level, obviously talent is ultimately there. That's the biggest factor. But that work ethic in those early levels really pays off.
Yeah, it means a lot.
And even the guys in the major leagues that have talent, their work ethic is what puts them over
Oh,
the
yeah.
top above everybody else too.
That's what it all boils down to, is just how much do you want it and how, what are you willing to do to kind of get there. So
Lips are starting to tingle a little bit.
They are, huh? We're just getting started.
yeah, man.
We're a little over halfway there. This is the Hellfire Detroit hot sauce. This is a bourbon habanero ghost pepper. This one comes in at 89,000 Scoville. So we're starting to step it up.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Just checking.
It's not the milk so much right now. It's
It's the build up.
my nose is running.
It's the build up.
So let's go ahead. Oh, you gotta get yours ready, huh?
No, you can start.
All right.
Oh, just a little dip. There you go. There you go.
This is one I don't use too much because I don't go really, really hot with my stuff when I eat. But it's got such a good flavor. This one comes back on you a little bit later. What's your favorite thing about coaching kids?
Really, just the, I guess the relationship. Get to know them, their personalities would be really the main thing. I wasn't crazy about it at first. I never wanted to coach kids. That was my never. I never wanted to do that. But I got into it, a few years ago. It's just, it's a passion. Just taking an average player or below average, however you want to put it, and just watching them grow. Not only in sports but grades. We talk about grades a lot. Seeing that C average get pulled up to a B, that excites me. I love that type of stuff. That's why I'm kind of tough, as far as the grades and really how they are as a person. I'm tough on that. As well as a baseball player, and I just like to watch them develop.
Yeah.
That's my main thing.
That was definitely creeping up on the back end there.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's sneaking up on.
Like it didn't feel bad at the beginning, and it starts to creep up.
I regret Dawson that.
Put 2 dabs.
So here we come to the Bomb Evolution. This one is the Bomb is notorious on the show. This is a different take on it. I have not been able to find a Scoville on this, that like an official. I've seen a website that rates this around 500,000. So I don't know if it's that high.
500,000.
I'm not sure if it's that high, but it's.
The blazing is at 350,000. Just saying.
The thing is, at least you're not tossing it. You're just putting a little
Yeah.
bit on there. I mean, at least you can tell yourself that. All right, you ready? Hot sauce don't really care for that one too much.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
But
So,
tastes horrible.
a little change of subject. What's your predictions on the NFL season this year?
Personally, I think the Steelers are going to go a long way. I really don't want to see it to happen, but I think the Saints are going to go a long way as well. Patriots are out. That's my team, so,
I kind of go with you, but I'm a little gun shy on the Saints. They have a tendency to, there's the hiccups, get a little bit into the playoffs, and usually have something drastically go wrong. Excuse me. Oh. All right. We're almost there, folks.
You good?
Yeah,
Tears
good.
are starting to roll. We've got an audience. We got a live studio audience tonight, and they're laughing in the background. Might want to recap that one. All right.
Jeez.
This is This is Pucker Butt Chipotle Express. That's got a good title to it already, right?
Yeah, I'm excited.
I can't.
You probably don't want to drink that one like water.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, this one comes in at 669,000 Scoville. Almost there. Y'all ready?
It's gonna be great.
Let's do it. It's got a sweet flavor. No fun of that. It's really not a bad flavor sauce.
Tastes good at first. So far.
So, what's your favorite Major League Baseball team?
Braves.
And why is that?
Growing up, I've always, my papa was a big Atlanta Braves fan. And when they came to Mississippi, we went to countless games. So, growing up watching Freddie Freeman play in the Double A's, Acuna Jr., Ozzie, all of those boys. Just kind of, Atlanta's my team. I like the Red Sox, but Atlanta's where it's at for me, just because it kind of hits home.
Starting to get a little better.
Starting to get a little bit.
heat.
See, this one's heating up on me. This is one that the first I didn't think was as hot as the previous one, but it kind of comes up a little bit later,
Well,
and it starts to remind you that it does belong to hit behind the bomb. All right, we've reached the top.
nope.
This one, you can smell the death in this one. Oh. All right, this is one I used for the last dab. This is the last dab Apollo.
My
Last
teeth are
dab.
tingling.
They're tingling. The last dab Apollo comes in at 2 million plus Scoville. Probably higher than that. They still haven't really come to an official Scoville. But you got your big old chunk of chicken there, boy.
There, that's good.
That's enough, huh? All right, let's do it. As you can tell, it's just a pure pepper taste.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that's a cross between Pepperettes and I forget what the other pepper is, but it's a monster.
It's good stuff. It's definitely not.
So, I'm not going to ask any sports-related questions here, more or less, because you've hit it out in the park. You sent it over the fence. You didn't tap out. So it's going to be a pretty easy question. Which one do you think was your favorite sauce, flavor-wise?
What is the name of it? I guess it's maybe the second one.
That Dawson's?
Yeah, it had that good real garlic flavor, real sweet taste to it.
That's shawarma
That's
sauce.
that's my best one.
That's a good one.
Now, if you want to talk about the worst one, it's the Apollo. That's terrible. As soon as you taste it, it's straight heat.
They say it's about 5 minutes, and it does last. It's about 5 minutes where it picks up and then it starts to die off.
It's some good stuff.
But it's a head warmer.
It is.
But anyway,
I wish I was dead.
thank you to our audience for being there and contributing. I'd like to thank Coach Jacob for joining with us, giving some tidbits of wisdom about travel ball, baseball. Shout out to the Meridian Black Sox or Mississippi Black Sox. We got a good spring ball season coming up. Looking forward to it. I guess if Jonathan made the team or not, we'll find out. But do what? Follow us up. You can follow I'm sorry. I was trying to take cues from the audience here. You can follow the Mississippi Black Sox on Facebook. Mississippi Black Sox 12U. Oh, my eyes are burning. My face is burning. My tongue's burning. You hanging in there, hot sauce? If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, like the video. Go ahead and ring that notification bell. There's more videos like this on my channel, Family Friendly New Orleans. Thank you for joining us. This eye is burning right here. Like my tears are burning. Y'all have a good one. Stay safe until next time. Laissez le bon temps rouler.